Hello again, dear viewer, and welcome back to a little bit more of that Risk of Rain 2. And today, I've got a couple little status updates. I got my captain skin. I really wasn't expecting to, but I got my captain skin for clearing the game on Monsoon with Captain for the first time. And I also unlocked the other beacons. I don't remember if previous episode has had those on before, but I have unlocked the other beacons. I've been messing around with those. So I think today, in celebration of the Monsoon skin, I want to play a little bit of Monsoon. You know, I've been, Monsoon, honestly, like, once you understand the game and you get used to it, Monsoon isn't that much harder than Standard. You just have to be a lot more worried about your timing. Okay. Ooh. Missile launcher is a really, really nice early get for us. It's going to kill several things on each use. It's going to be super nice for a clear time. We almost have enough for a large chest, although we do have the hack. So we should use that first. And really, like, people talk a lot about the shift as Captain's primary damage. But really, this mouse 1 is no joke. It's 8 times 120, which is like 900% per shot, which is insane for a mouse 1. So if you can get something with a big hitbox, like any boss, and you can get a good enough attack chain on it, you can really do some damage, especially with some attack speed underneath you. Like, I'm pretty sure I cleared Monsoon just when I found a printer with a syringe on it. Okay. So, I think a good idea would be to put the shock beacon right there. The shock beacon, I've been rolling shock hack. I don't think the healing beacon is that much extra healing to be really worth running, but the shock beacon is super, super, super good for controlling the space and keeping enemies in place for like scary combat shrines and using your orbital strike and stuff like that. That's a slug printer. I will definitely get rid of the fungus for that. Fungus is a much worse alternative. And getting a little bit of healing early on in a Monsoon run is always important because you do not regenerate health nearly as fast. That's the primary downside of Monsoon, really, is that you regenerate, well, all of your healing, I should say. But more importantly, for the first floor at least, your natural regeneration is cut by 40%, which is a pretty significant cut. And it means that characters like Artificer, who didn't have that much natural regen before, have a really hard time in floor 1 if they take some free damage. Okay, we need to get to the teleporter, but I want to see if there's something I can hack up here. Because I would feel weird. Ah! Okay, fine. I'll just drop the hack beacon on the boss, I guess. We do have the slug, which makes us a bit safer coming in here. But it's a Beetle Queen, who should be no issue. Let's drop those. God, look at this boss damage! Captain's boss damage is just so nuts. Like, if you get meat shots with the... Like, what? That's 8 times 17? I'm not good at math, but that's like several hundred. And you can see the value of the shock beacon right here. You know, it just kept all those dudes in place so we could get them all with one orbital strike. Super valuable. It's good to just lock down an area, you know, if there's something you really don't like in there. But really, like, all the weenies, your mouse 1 is more than good enough. And then when something scary pops up, you can throw an orbital strike at it, and it'll probably die. I see a chest over there that I want to get, because it's close by, and I have a good amount of money. But other than that, we do want to get out of here pretty much immediately. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of runs in my own time lately, because the other games that I've been playing a lot of have sort of burnt out on those a little bit. Been playing a bit of Satisfactory, but that game is very think-heavy, very heady, and as a result, like, it gets a little intimidating. So it's nice to just play some Risk of Rain, something I don't have to plan too much for, don't have to worry too much about. But yeah, I'm very excited to potentially play Satisfactory for the channel once I can get my computer upgraded a little bit. That game is not very well optimized, so I want to be able to run it at something that's higher than like 40 or 50 frames per second at idle before I really start playing that for the YouTube channel. And hopefully I can get to this. Nope, unfortunate. Couldn't get to that blood shrine in time to pop it early and get some free money. That's fine. Entering the second floor at around 5 minutes. That is perfectly on pace. I see the blood shrine over here. That's going to get me enough to open this chest. Yes. Okay. Here's something spawned, so I'm hitting the thing. And I kill both of those beetles without even looking at them. And now I have 96 money. And that is what we call time efficiency, ladies and gentlemen. And those that like the twist. Medkit is nice. Healing is good in general. And Medkit has become much more valuable in that space lately. You can see there. Went from 21 to 55, which is, you know, not an amazing number. Not gonna lie, but it's definitely a respectable amount of healing. Especially if you can chain them together consistently in places like the Void, which we're probably not going to anytime soon. Ooh, sticky bomb. That's not a lockbox because I don't have enough money for those. Or I don't have a key, I should say. Oh, come on. Ooh, tougher times is nice. Just the ability to one-shot, like, basically every mob on the first floor is so good as Captain, and you can get really good damage on the rest of them too. Like against Beetle Guards, you'll passively zap half their stuff out of the way anyway, and like any enemy that's threatening enough is probably going to be large enough that you can reasonably hit it with your Orbital Strike. Okay, well, I got caught up in fighting things, and I'm already past time, so I need to find this teleporter basically as soon as I can. Teleporter's not up here. Okay. Well, I've got to go down this way. I guess I should go over. Yeah, okay, I see the particles. That's good. Would have wasted a lot of time if I went the way I was initially planning to. I do need to keep an eye out for drones, because of those are valuable for Captain specifically. I should hack a chest while I'm thinking about it. Let's just place the shock beacon somewhere, get that crit, get that second crit, get super lucky. Oh, this Toon Strike is done. It's just done. See ya. Didn't even get a chance to cast anything annoying. And we get the fuel cell. Okay, this is shaping up. This is doing pretty well so far. Very nice slam from the Beetle Guard, my homie. Okay, now would be the time to evaluate the Scrapper. I think I want to scrap this slug. And I want to scrap the Focus Crystal as well. Always scrap when you see a Scrapper, in my opinion, because it wastes a lot of time to go looking for a Scrapper after you've picked up a bunch of items, unless you can, like, really laser remember where it is. Beetle Guard is down as well. Yeah, and I suppose, my next goal is going to be Purity. Unlocking the final item? I think it's the last item I really need to unlock. And it's for clearing on Monsoon, beating Mithrix's ass on Monsoon. So, if I can get a run that can beat Mithrix, that would be amazing. But, it's pretty rough to get one of those. So I'm definitely going to go for at least one loop. Depending on how that goes, maybe two. But I've almost done it. Like, I've almost gotten a Captain run that can beat Mithrix. I wonder how well Shock works on it. Speaking of the beacons, let's go pick up our free chest and see what's in the multi-shop, too. Crowbar. Yeah, random is probably the play here. Slug, ironic. Yo, ukulele's so important. Okay. And, let's scrap the slug. Like we did before. And then let's get out of here. Right around the 10-minute mark. Very, very good pace. No problems here so far. Honestly, getting a fuel cell is, like, just one fuel cell is more important than you might think. Because the time you spend not pressing Q when it's up is time that the cooldown is not ticking, which is value on the skill that you're burning. Something that, at least MMOs that I play, that's very important to know. So having that second charge and being able to sort of vent extra time that you don't really need the equipment item into charging up your next one is pretty important, at least from my perspective, the way I'm seeing it. That's a syringe I see. We can't hack open the time chest. I tried once. For science. I don't know if I got that on camera. Okay. I'm looking for a big chest. We haven't seen basically any. Ooh, crit glass is so important. I'm actually gonna hack for that. Okay. Hacking small is pretty quick. There we go. Saved 112 money on those glasses, so a little bit of farming I don't have to do now. There we go. And let's see, I would want to get out of here. Rule of thumb is around 6 minutes per stage, so I'd want to get out of here around 17 minutes. But earlier than that is fine too if we get an especially good item. Like if we find a red of any kind, we can probably just leave. There's a lot of reds that Captain really loves. Brilliant Behemoth is insane on Captain. It makes him feel really strong because of all the pellets you throw out. I've had multiple instances recently where I've knocked enemies through walls on Cap. I don't know if that's something that can really fix, because the thing is throwing something at funky geometry at a high enough speed or a weird enough angle is always going to cause some issues. Do I want to print sticky bombs? I do have 3 scrap, so I could get 3 of them, but sticky bombs aren't that much damage, so I think I'm gonna hodl. Okay, I see multi-shop. Nothing immediately springs to my head when I see it from a distance. Let's see what's in there for real though. Armor rounds, sticky bomb? No. I'll get the armor piercing rounds. Bosses are quite annoying. And stacking a bunch of those will also help us with Mithrix. So. Time is fireworks. Ooh, infusion's nice. You can never be sad about being a little tankier, especially on a character that's sort of defensively minded like Captain is. I think that's part of what makes Captain vibe for me so well, is that he's a lot like Engineer in a way, and Engineer is the only other class I have a skin for at the moment. Just like the wind-up on the mouse 1, you know, it feels right to me. You can sprint while you charge it, just like NG, and, you know, sort of a higher focus on delayed heavy damage as opposed to immediate lighter damage. Like the shift, Cap's shift is, in a very, very broad sense, a similar function to your mines on NG. It's definitely not even close to a 1-to-1, but in a very, very broad way, its heavy delayed damage in a similar fashion. Gotta plan ahead similarly, although it's on a much smaller time scale. And similar deal with the beacons as well. You know, static defense and all. Yeah, 4 shots on a stone golem. 5 shots really, because one of them's crit. Okay, I want to get out of here. This extra energy drink will help greatly in facilitating that. And I suppose we should take a crack at this equipment. Cube is tempting, but I think I'm going to keep the missile launcher. I'm kind of disappointed that the mouse one charge attack isn't a little bit better than the standard shot, but I understand that, you know, it's gotta have downsides somewhere. It's really strong either way. The shotgun blast is nuts, actually. Okay, there's one down. Okay, beacon goes there. Let's get some enemy control, so we're not getting accosted by imps all the time. And the one tri-tip dagger we got, while it's not going to blow our damage completely through the roof, is going to be a pretty huge help if we can sustain fire on an enemy for long enough. So it'll really help us out during tricky boss fights and against like larger enemies, especially with big hitboxes like Elder Lemurians and stuff. Although I find that brass contraptions have a surprisingly precise hitbox, which is super odd. I would expect them to be sort of a cylinder, you know, but it's actually a very, very sophisticated hitbox in those things. It's quite interesting. I was playing some Commando last night, and I noticed that. And yeah, I was kind of excited for Captain, because he seemed like he would be a Commando-like character that doesn't have Commando's, what I used to see at least as downsides. I'm not really that down on Commando anymore. I think he's fine. He's definitely not my favorite character in this game, but I've gotten used to him to the point where I'm sure that I could get incorruptible if I went for another shot or two at it. And that's sort of the pinnacle of achievement on Commando. Now, which band do I want? I can't hack it. No, I want to hack the legendary chest. That's going to save me the most time. So I'm going to go do that right now, because that takes a while. Here's those brass contraptions. I just got 3 sticks on 1 shot. Okay. I do have 3 sticky bombs. That's a Warborn printer. That's tempting, honestly, but I don't have any greens I don't like. Because I don't need to pay for the legendary chest, I can really afford to pay for the rest of this stuff. Is that a Uke in there? No, I don't think so. Might be a Pred, though? No, it's Gore's Tome, Grunald's Band, Random. Okay. Gore's Tome is tempting, honestly. Having just 1 or 2 Gore's Tome is pretty nice for the ever-important clear time metric that I always go on about. This Molten Perforator is for sure better than this Beetle Guard. I'm getting that shit for sure. Molten Perforator is really sick, too. It's gonna kill my GPU. Can't wait for that. Yeah, but the Molten Perforator balls do as much damage as a missile. And as far as I'm aware, they apply burn as well. So they're pretty valuable. So yeah, now I kind of just need to camp out here, beat up this magma worm, until the chest is done hacking. And I can save like half of the time I would usually spend on this stage. Wow, we really downed a magma worm that quick? I guess Razorwire was doing a good amount of work there. I'm annoyed. It's not showing the timer there. So I don't know how long it actually takes to hack this chest, but it's a while, for sure. speaking of convenient, the teleporter is right here. So I guess I should put the beacon down right about there. Yeah, here come the Elder Lemurians. I would like a couple more drones now that we're dealing with enemies that are throwing some nastier projectiles at us. Oh, it's open. It's Shattering Justice! Okay, okay. Yeah, that's a big freaking deal, dude. Shattering Justice applies instantly when I press mouse 1 because I'm captain. So, being able to... being able to instantly shred that, 60 armor? It's a really big amount of armor. Combined with our 3 stacks of armor-piercing rounds and, like, a couple other things. Yo! Is that another legendary chest? Are you kidding me? 3152. Okay, that's not even that bad. You gotta go for that. We're too lucky. Yeah! This is that damage. God! Captain is so good. Oh my god, and the Beetle Guard is still alive because it didn't die since I got rid of the Beetle Clan. Okay. Ah. These blazing brass contraptions, man. So much HP. Okay, that's close to the amount, right? 3152, that is the amount. Alright, what are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? Behemoth? Tesla? What do we get? Dios. That's fine. Dios... Honestly, hot take, Dios isn't that good. Like, it's good. Don't get me wrong. But, like, it's a crutch, kind of? It's a damn good crutch, though. Like, the thing about it is, like, in terms of the value you generate off of Dios, you have to die. And that is the situation you want to get yourself into the least. So, like, if your run is going really, really well, a Dios isn't actually adding anything to it, because you're not going to be dying anyway. At least that's my opinion. It's still totally something you take every time, because that extra layer of security is really important. But in terms of improving the run, Dios doesn't actually do that much to it. Oh my god. Oh my god! Dios! Hey! That thing I was just talking about? Forget everything I just said. Dios is the best item, and there's nothing that's better than it. Okay, well, that magma worm went down hilariously fast. Now I get to roll on this Shrine of Chance for the rest of time. Wait, what? I already used my hacking beacon. Does it reset with the teleporter? Dios! Oh! Intriguing. Now watch, nothing? Or does it guarantee something? It might guarantee something. That would be awesome. Pick up that gunner turret. Gunner turrets, I still don't think are very good, even on Captain. If for no other reason than Magma Worm really, really loves to hit those from clear across the map instead of being at the teleporter. But I do think they're still valuable on me because Captain's passive. Being able to zap extra Hermit Crab projectiles, for example, on this stage is pretty good. And you can see here the #1 general risk of rain tip coming into play again. Keep freaking jumping. Just keep doing it. Doesn't matter where you are, what situation you're in. If you're jumping, you're probably doing fine. Okay. Sky Meadow. I think we can go into my game files and start changing some names. Have some fun with it. pod. Blue. Convergence. Take it. I think the first focus convergence is free. It's not that much of a... It's not that big of a deal. The default teleporter radius is surprisingly large, honestly. More than one stack of convergence gets pretty sketchy, especially on some characters that really want to utilize the space. But once you get used to staying in the default range, one stack of focused convergence isn't going to break you, you know? And, like, on some characters, like NG, even multiple focused convergence isn't a big problem at all, because they're so focused on staying in one spot. There was probably a better chest to hack, but, I think guaranteeing the second... Oh, fucking really cool. Doesn't even guarantee anything. Okay. That's fine. Just good to know. ATG, super important for us. That sort of completes the trifecta of good greens. See, I should have hacked that. Oh well, if we kill this parent, this grass contraption. No thank you. I would rather not. I see that scrapboard. I see that tri-tip. Tri-tip is really good for us. We're probably a decent amount of the way to Deathmark, honestly. Now that we're... Oh yeah, actually, I think we're there. If we get a band. Or Chronobobble. Because we have Shattering Justice. Oh no. Yeah, I would scrap, but I don't want to stand still for that long. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, Elder Lemurians, man, so scary. Especially when they slow you every time they hit you. You gotta be super, super careful. Yep, just stun them, throw your missiles at them, and hope for the best. Speaking of missiles, oy. Man, Captain's passive is so good. Oh my god. Uh-oh. 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 Right, we do have Monster Tooth. Here's a couple normal wisps. So we can slurp up these orbs. Okay. Good meat shots. Getting our health back up. Ooh. Ha. Okay. Oh, that Lemurian's gone. Thank God. Oh, okay. That's fine. Okay, what 2 whites can we scrap? I don't want to get rid of the Monster Tooth anymore. I don't think we have 2 whites worth scrapping. Which is nice, honestly. I'm totally fine with that. We'll probably get a fungus or something this floor, I'm sure. And the scrapper is like right next to Printer, so I don't need to worry about that. Okay, definitely gonna loot. We plan on beating Mithrix this run. Okay, grass contraption behind me. That's good, that's fine. Normal one. Ooh, very nice. Another med kit will help us with the exact situation we were finding ourselves in earlier. Oh, yeah, baby. There's that med kit. chest. We definitely have the money for it. Unless this costs a ludicrous amount for no particular reason. Nope, 685. Stealth kit, that's fine. You know, get out of jail free card, essentially, if it procs. Enemies not seeing you is pretty useful. Especially when you have the ability to block projectiles as your character passive. We are before the first loop, so the Shrine of Combat isn't as scary as it could be, although if it spawns Elder Lemurians, I'm putting the shock pylon down. I do not have that Dios anymore, so I can't afford to be too risky. But always play ballsy. Parents, that's another candidate for that. Yep, especially with that. Oh, parents are immune to this. Okay. Forgot about that part. I don't know why. Usually it's reserved for bosses to be immune to that, but... Come on. Oh, hitboxes, get in here. Woo! No way to nullify fall damage. Uh-oh. Okay. Bye-bye. Oh, I killed it. Sick. Ooh, I took a little fall damage. Okay, that's fine. We're okay. Armor-piercing rounds is good. Definitely in a place where I can take all of the turrets. Gore's Tome. A little bit too late to be useful, honestly, but it's still a welcome addition. There's that energy drink we accidentally printed before. Come on. There we go. Hey, buddy. Boop. Okay. I think we're just about done here. I can't think of any other equipments I would really want, like Royal Capacitor maybe, but I think the coverage we get from the missile launcher is something I like quite a lot. Ocular HUD is also tempting, because our shotgun does so much damage. But I think just looping back around here to the teleporter is good enough. Oh, is that another big chest I haven't opened yet? I see it there. Yep. Then let's get that going too. I think that's a corpse of a blazing... Oh, yep, I can see because it's clipping weird. I think that's the corpse of a blazing contraption. Yeah. Let's throw out a missile just because we have it. Hey, something had spawned. Oh, those are parents. Let's throw out the other one then. Jar's band is pretty important, actually. Getting at least one type of the bands so we can do this. Get our Jar's band proc. Nice. Ooh, 5 stacks of bleed, or 6 stacks of burning. Woo! Okay. Really honestly surprised we didn't die there from all of those burn stacks, but we take those, as they say. Whoa. Okay. Yep. Okay. Wax Quail, very fun item. I love Wax Quail. Never sad to see it. Although a Hoku Feather would not be a miss at this point. So we can sort of stay up in the air a little longer to get the shotgun shots off on, like, potentially any Owl Worship units. We are in GM2 and things like that. Oh my, that's quite a few wisps. That's what we have the rockets for. Oh yeah. Okay, brass contraptions. It's another cube. I don't think we're quite strong enough to get rid of the missiles yet. When we have larger groups of, like, elite wisps and such coming after us, then it's a lot more of an important thing to keep in mind, but... Alright, here's where we get into the big stuff. bleed application. It's like 40 stacks of bleed on that boss before it went down. I'm, like 20% away from full bleed. I'm, technically not there yet, but when I shoot 8 shots per shot, every shot bleeds at least once. So, that's all that's important, really. Very nice. Now, I would like a couple more drones, if possible. But you know what they say about beggars and choosers. Okay. Chest. Still do have a hack I could do. But I want to reserve that for a big chest, because it's likely that we'll have enough credits to spawn it, given our current stage of the game. There's another scrapper, should we need it. The best thing to scrap right now would probably be the topaz brooch and the key, and, whatever. I don't know. I think the key is still valuable. The key turns into more bites, so at the very least we can get marginal power increases off of that. I have a war banner, and I did just get a stun grenade. Those are both candidates. But, I think they're worth having around at least for now. Sort of help us reach that critical mass. And why not? Let's spawn the boss. Our boss CPS is kind of nuts. So, like, bye-bye. Oh, here, let's get in the war banner. Get even more boss damage. Jesus. Captain's so strong. Ooh, there's that death mark. Now I wish we got Ronaldo's band instead of Kajaro's, but oh well. That's the way the wind blows. I had the opportunity to get several Ronaldo bands on Lord 4, and I decided not to go for it. So. Oh my god, the meat shots just do so much damage. Like bam, 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 Stone Titan. Stone Titan, Jesus, every time. I keep saying Stone Titan when I mean to say Stone Golem. Could I have gotten more out of this floor? Probably. I didn't even hack anything. But stage quote-unquote 1 never really spawns that many chests because it's earlier on, so. What's in that printer? More daggers? No, stun. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I don't like that. You get out of here. Oh, more glasses. Very important. Yeah, I'll take it over a dagger, because we have more daggers. 20% crit. Well, 25 with the Harvester side, which has no doubt probably been saving my life more often than I think it has. Oh my god. Captain does so much damage. It's kind of ridiculous. Especially if you can knock something into a wall, because your shots have a good amount of knockback. Like, I'm sure you've noticed the Elite Wisps. If I can knock them into a wall, they just die. Like, I have no... I've yet to see a wall bang against a Wisp that hasn't resulted in its death, to my knowledge. And, that's a pretty big deal. Goodbye. Alas, no shrine. Where's the chest worth hacking? Oh yeah, that's another good use for the stealth kit is breaking your line of sight like Templars, so they don't just murder you. Like that! Aww. Aww. Oh well. Okay, that was a really good run, though. It's unfortunate that it died when it did, but it definitely had the potential to obliterate if I had managed to get all the way there. But unfortunately, it looks like only one run for today. It was a really good run, though. If my gameplay and or commentary improved your day even just that little tiny bit, make sure to use the avenues YouTube has given you to tell me that I'm doing a good job. Those would be the like, comment, and subscribe buttons. Make sure to give your pets a lot of extra love from me today, and I will see you next time.